Red Palette News back again for another album review. And this is for your boy Westside Gunn. Hermes. Hitler with Hermes 7. But before I even get into that, let me put some respect on that boy name. Gully TV. Gully TV from out of PA. I would not know about this guy if it wasn't for him or a lot of artists. His boots is on the ground. His journalism is impressive, and he is somewhat of an architect of which I might follow. So I want to put some respect on his name. Tell him the Rap Palette loves him, loves his content, and just to show love and credit for this. So now I listened to this whole album in its entirety. If you wanted to create something that is classic and timeless, or something that speaks to the streets and speaks to hip hop, Westside Gunn has done that in both spectrum. I call this a mafioso boom bap album. When I tell you that sonically, with the old jazz beats and the samples and the features on here is crazy. Yes, Fat Joe, Currency, Boley James, and the usual suspect, Benny and Conway the Machine. You know, I even like the poetry by Keisha Plum and the outro. You know, the album is just superb. When I say superb, DJ Drama does the intro. You know, Westside Gunn has a very unique voice, which might throws a lot of people off. But once you get into the tone and the musical aspect of it, and bars, I guess he's not maybe notable for the bars, but him, Conway, and Benny's most notable for being the most lyrical. But on here, the bars are crazy. The seventh installment to this series of mixtape that he's done, Hitler Wears Hermes, is crazy. One of my favorite tracks on here is Connie's Son. The beat is crazy. He just snaps on it. And, the content, Kelly's Corner, Undertaker versus Goldberg, Cool G, Benny snaps on it. It's just a lyrical onslaught of attacks. The Lucci brother with Currency, they go off on it. My reaction is pretty good to this album. Stream it. Show them boys some love. And one thing I want to point to is this. Buffalo is just not starting to get their recognition into music thanks to these guys. And this is only speaks to the sentiment of a lot of other cities. And I want to just put this to a point. They took that New York sounded music and refined it. There's other guys out of the Buffalo scene that also like Shay Noor, 38 Spesh, BSF, Black Soprano Family. A lot of those guys are spitters. But as far as I'm just saying, as far as the sound, they took it and refined it. And usually a lot of these other cities in the New York States have always been overshadowed by New York City because New York City has produced the most rappers out of the whole state. But it's good to see other people from different parts of the state coming out, putting out some good music. Shout out to Quadell Latif. He's another guy that's out of Buffalo. I think a lot of y'all know him. He was, I don't know if he's still signed to Rough Riders, but he's another guy who's a spitter. Muslim. He was trying to show some light to Buffalo. Another track that's very interesting is Westside Gunn Day, which is a play on because the city of Buffalo has given him a day thanks to the amount of publicity he has brought to the city of Buffalo and the contribution he has. Whenever you do some things like that, they're going to give you a day because as far as getting people to be more to know Buffalo, the city, and boost up tourism, even though Buffalo has always been a very racially divided city. It still is. You can see that through the redlining it has, where, certain parts of the city where the impoverished lives and certain parts where the affluent people live. But to see a person like Westside Gunn triumph to get out these areas and to put out a album. Don't get me wrong. Go listen to his other album, Fly God. Classic, classic. One more I gotta say on this. The album is a win. It's a 4.5 palette. 4.5, 4.5 on this. So this your boy Hakeem, Prince Hakeem, and I'm out.